Happy New Year to each and every one of you on Facebook and on social media. I'm glad to be back here with you in 2022. This is the first program for 2022. And I'm so happy and excited to be here with you all today in 2022. I thank God for allowing us to cross over into 2022. And it's my hope and prayer that this 2022 will be a better year for all of us as we move forward in life, as we continue to press on the upward way. We pray that none of you will get weary in well-doing, because in due season you will reap if you faint not. So keep pressing on whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are, whatever you're working towards. Don't give up, don't get weary. Keep pressing on, especially if you have that goal and you're working towards that goal. Continue. It may be rough at the beginning, may be tough, but once you put your mind to something and you determine and you continue pressing and working towards it, put it to God first. Give it first to God. And continue working towards it. God will bless you, and definitely you'll be able to accomplish that goal. So, Happy New Year to all of you. So glad to be back here with you again. So welcome to our program, the first episode of 2022. And today, we just want to talk generally about the housing market. Now, I live in the DC metro area, specifically in Virginia. Because the DC metro area is Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. The three make up the DC metro area. Now, I'm in Virginia, and so I just want to give give an overview about the market in the DC metro area. Because over the holiday, I had an interesting conversation with some of my friends about the housing market in the DC metro area. So I will start off talking about my area, the DC metro area. How's the housing market looking in the DC metro area? Now, since I came to the United States in 2000, I have been living. Okay, the first year or two I was in Staten Island, New York, and then after that I moved to Virginia, and I've been in Virginia for the past almost 20 years. 16, 20, about 20 years I've been in Virginia. And all my days, that's where I've been. And it has been a wonderful time for me. I've gotten used to the DC metro area. All's going well. I can close my eye and just name the areas now in the area. I'm familiar with just about every major area in this territory. So I enjoy living on this side. I really enjoy living in the DC metro area. But for those who living maybe up north or down south, they see it differently. Especially those who living down south. Because you see, the living standard down south is lower than the living standard up. When I say slower, I mean economic-wise, because I'm talking from the housing point of view now. Housing point of view, houses that will cost $200,000 in North Carolina and going down south Georgia, that's something like about almost $500,000 house in DC metro area. Especially if you go into DC and Alexandria, Virginia, it is very pricey. You see, so but the thing what I want to throw out here is that, you see, this area, definitely the standard of living is high, but the pay rate is also high. So because the pay rate is high, the standard of living is high, so definitely the prices of things are high in this area. Definitely. So and again, real estate is all about location. Real estate is all about location. The pricing of real estate is all about location. Location. That's real estate right there. So if you want to live in DC or the DC metro area, you got to live up to that standard of DC metro area, because that's the capital of the United States. And if you live in the capital, definitely you pay more if you live in the capital. I mean, the standard of living there is higher. And even though you're living in DC, certain parts of the DC metro area, actually, you can find some, even though it's high, but you can find some little lower prices there than in DC. Like, for example, if you're living in the north and south, the northeast of DC, where you have the White House, the Capitol, and all the top leading companies, the house on that side is far higher than if you go to the southeast of DC. You can find houses a little cheaper there, even though it's high still, but a little cheaper than if you go in the northeast. So it's getting all about location. Even in Virginia, if you want to live in places like like Alexandria, Virginia, the prices of houses in Alexandria, Virginia will be even higher than if you are living in Woodbridge, Virginia, or Stafford, Virginia, or Fredericksburg, Virginia. It will be higher because it's closer to the capital. And even in Maryland, the same thing too. So it's all about the location. Even though the standard of living high, I mean the price is high, but you can still find a few areas in this DC metro area where the prices are still a little lower than other places in the DC metro area. But still, compared to other places down south, it's still high for them. It's still high for them, definitely. It's still high for them. I can remember a couple of years ago, my older sister lived down in Raleigh, North Carolina. And she was behind me to move to Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, I decided to give it a shot. I decided to just, well, you know what? Let me just try and see what it looked like down there. Now, at the time, I was working with Fairfax County as a mental health therapist. I had a very good job, making between $60,000 to $70,000. And I was in my real estate, making some good money too. So I was living a good life, I was enjoying. And then, so I decided to just call down there to find out what the salary was looking like for a similar job that I had in this area. And when I spoke with the lady, the lady called me, I applied, she told me, oh, come, we need somebody like you. I said, okay, fine. So what is the salary range look like down there for a mental health therapist? She said, oh, it's about maybe $35,000, $40,000. I said, what? $35,000? I said, yeah. I said, no, I can't move that. She said, well, my friend, I'm sorry, this is not the DC metro area. And which she was correct. Because what the salary I was getting here, she said it was no way possible that I would get it down there for the same type of job that I would go looking for. So I didn't move down there at the time. I was just enjoying up the DC metro area. I said, I'm not going down there. But the reality is that the standard of living is high, so the salary try to be commensurate with the standard of living, and then the prices of home will also be higher, unlike down south. Because even a couple of years ago, my oldest daughter, she and her husband bought a property in Fairville, North Carolina. And when I went to visit them to look at the house, when I saw the house and they told me the price of the house, I just couldn't believe it. Because there's no way that house in the DC metro area will be costing that amount. It was, just under $200,000. And it was a big two-level house, story house, with I think a 4-bedroom in the house, huge house. That house in the DC metro area would be nothing, it'd be worth $400,000 or $500,000. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, But it's the truth. Because that area there, definitely because it way out of the city, even down in Raleigh or Durham, so it was a little cheaper than maybe in Raleigh or Durham area too. You see? So housing is all about the location. Now, many of you, starting the new year, people making New Year resolution, people want to relocate and all that good stuff. So, excuse me. So if you're planning to relocate to the DC metro area, I encourage you. Because you see, especially if you want to get a stable job, you want to work with the federal government, there's nowhere better to be than in the DC area. I just saw another friend of mine, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking, and he said he want to become an actor, want to get into acting. But the man lives in Delaware. How can you want to become an actor or star and you live in Delaware. No, you have to go to California, to Hollywood, to live that we come to get in the swing of things. Or you gotta move to New York. Or maybe right now, Tyler Perry opening Hollywood South in Georgia. Maybe you can move there too. But you can't become an actor or superstar in acting and live in Delaware. You ain't going nowhere. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends what is it you want, what you're looking for, and then based on that, then you can decide where you want to live, how you want to live, what kind of housing you're looking for, and all that good stuff. You see that? But so I'm saying to all those who want a federal government job, who want a stable job, and want to better work with federal government, I invite you to move into the DC metro area, because that's where you find stable federal government jobs. Yeah. Even besides the DC, the federal jobs, Maryland, the DC government, and Virginia, all of them have government jobs too, their own state jobs, which are all stable and paying well. So if you want to move in the area, I encourage you to move there too. And you can find good jobs, and you find housing that will be just as up to that pie to your job that you get. So if you want to move this area, so I encourage you to move. Move here, and I can let you know now. If you want to move here and you're looking for a realtor, you can feel free to call me. Again, my number is 302-310-0621. Again, my cell phone number is 302-310-0621. I will be gladly sit with you, try to give you more insight about the whole area, try to let you know, the different areas where be a better place to move to, and all that good stuff. So feel free anytime. You can reach out to me. You can call me. Let's talk about it and see how best I'll be able to work with you, how best I can help you to get relocated, and to see how best that you can get a good place where you can call home. So the DC area is a very good place. Have a lot of good opportunities, and even besides the government job and state jobs, you have some major companies that work in this area, that have offices in the area that are operating in this area. You have companies like the Fannie Mae, you have Freddie Mac, all the major financial companies. You have them in this area. You have them there. You have even Amtrak. You have them in this area. You can find good jobs in this area. And let me just say, I am not connected with any of these companies. I'm in no way associated with any of them. I'm just giving you some statistics of the homework that I did, But these are all areas that you can find good jobs, and that will allow you to get good pay and get a good housing if you want to live in this area also. There are also other companies like Lockheed Martin. They have a lot of government contracts. You can get good payment from there. I've had clients who have worked with Lockheed Martin, and they have bought good houses, $400,000, $500,000 houses. Yes, because they're making good money with Lockheed Martin. You also have the banks. A lot of banks work in this area. You can also work with them too. Or you have the hotel chains. A lot of hotel chains, Marriott and a lot of other them. You can also make use of them. So you can work with those companies, find good jobs, and still get a good housing in the DC metro area. And there are a lot of good entertainment areas in the DC metro area. You have in right across the bridge from Virginia going to Maryland, you have the National Harbor. It's a new recent development there where you get a lot of good entertainment right down there. So it's there's a place for outing. If you have children, you have family, you can take your family there for outing. In the DC metro area, you have the downtown DC. You can go down there and have a lot of the convention center, all the national places, the museums, a lot of good places they can take your family out to. So you have a lot of entertainment areas in the DC metro area where you have a lot of fun with your family, where you can go on a lot of, if you're a person who like to go out, who like to have fun, who like to just venture out into places, the DC metro area is the place to be. I'm telling you. You can have a lot of fun to live if you live in the DC metro area. So I encourage you, all depend on your lifestyle, all depend on what you're looking for. you can move to the DC metro area. Now, I know some of my friends from down south, they told me there is no way they can move from down south to come live up in the DC metro area. Because all the years they've been in the Raleigh area, the Durham area, Georgia area, and they're used to that area there, and they're used to the living standard down there. So definitely, if you want to move from that area coming to this side, you will go to a serious adjustment. Because definitely, the living standard down there is far different from the living standard up here. You know? So, but it's possible. It's possible based on if what you want to do. It's possible you can come in and make some adjustment and still live in this area if you want to do it. It's all up to you. So, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know. I don't know what your goals are. But I'm just giving you an overview of what the DC Metro look like. And some of the good things that you find in the DC Metro area. What the salary structure look like in the DC Metro area. What the housing prices look like in the DC Metro area. Yes. The median price for houses in Maryland is about maybe $350, $360. You find good houses there. In DC, you're talking about something like $400,000-$500,000. And you can find decent houses there. All depends what you're really looking for now. Because, of course, you have some far higher than that. But if you're looking for the Irish, you find it for maybe $400,000-$500,000. You can do that. But if you can afford more, it's there for you also. The same thing with Alexandria, Virginia, or Woodbridge, Virginia. You can find prices in your price range there too. Yes. So, if you want to move to the DC metro area, I encourage you can come. I'll be glad to work with you. And there are many, many other realtors who can work with you also. So you come here, we will welcome you. We'll give you a one-on-one session with you. We will go over the whole DC metro area with you. Try to break down and try to find out what your situation is first. And based on that, let you know what will be a good place, conducive place for you and your family. Especially if you have children too. That's another thing I take in consideration. If you're having children, you want to think about the school systems. Which area will have a very good system, will have high rating that you want to move for your children to have the best of education. You got to take that into consideration too. You see? So it's possible. You can do it. Definitely you can do it here in the DC metro area. Definitely. I can assure you that you can do that. But it's all depend on you. The final decision is yours to make. I, Lester Wellersman, cannot make the final decision for you. No. But there are a lot of good companies here that are paying good salary that will allow you to live a good life and get a good place to live in the DC metro area. Even Amazon, they're expanding the DC metro area too. Opening offices in the DC metro area. Having a lot of job opportunities in the DC metro area. You see? So there are many other companies that are really coming and really opening doors for people and having a lot of opportunities. So I invite you to come if you want to live in the DC metro area. And we'll be glad to serve you and work with you. So don't fear. We are here. We will gladly welcome you. We'll gladly work with you. Anytime you make up your mind. So I don't know what your New Year resolution is. If it is to relocate, welcome on board. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The water is warm. Jump in and let's have fun and live in this DC metro area. Just how you have in every area you go, you have the ups and downs. You have good, the bad, the ugly. So you gotta just look what you're looking for and try to adjust to that situation. Because anywhere you go, you find good things, you find bad things, and so it's all depends on what you're looking for, what your goals are. So, but all in all, overall, the DC metro area, if you really want to live up there and used to getting a lot of stuff and getting a lot of things, this is the place to live. But if you want to be a quiet place where you're looking, but even the area has some quiet places there too. So you can still move to DC metro area and find some quiet places for you, or you can move to DC metro area and find a very active place for you too, where you got a lot of activity going on. It's all up to you. So just let me know. Feel free, call, text, or even make a comment at the bottom of this program, and I will definitely get back to you at my earliest convenience. Just say, Lester, can you schedule a session with me? I would like to schedule a session with you to learn more about the DC metro area and how best I can find a place in that area and the living condition in that area. I will be glad to work with you. So, happy New Year. We'd like to welcome all of you to the new year. We'll say, we pray that you will meet all your goals in this new year. We hope that we have a wonderful new year. We hope that it will be a better year for all of us. And especially if you're looking for to buy a new home in the new year, we hope and pray that you will be able to achieve your real estate goals, because that's our focus point. If you're looking for have any real estate goals, feel free. We'll work with you to make sure you achieve those real estate goals. Yeah, we'll make your real estate dream a reality by working with you and making sure you find a place that you can call home. So, welcome to the DC metro area. If you want to come, if you think about it, welcome. Feel free and come, and we'll be glad to just meet with you and see how best we can get you settled in the DC metro area. So, call me again. My number is 302-310-0621, or just put a comment in the box below. Put a comment there. Go right ahead. Put a comment. If you know anyone who is watching this video and you know anyone who's thinking about planning a move in this area, let me know also. Just put a comment in the box or call me or text me, and I'll be glad to reach out to them, or I'll be glad to work with them anytime. So, welcome. As we go forward in this year, we will do our best, again, to keep you informed, to reach out to you. We'll be sending out newsletters. We'll be sending out texts. We'll be informing you. We'll be sending out emails. We'll be calling you. And we'll reach out to keep you abreast with the market in the DC metro area. Definitely, we'll do that. Equally so, why I'm licensed in the DC metro area, I also have been part of a network of realtors around the country. So if you want to move from the DC metro area into other parts of the United States, you can also let me know, and I can connect you with my network down there in whatever state it is, to get relocated in that area. So anyway you're taking it, so just let me know, and I'll be glad to see how I can be of help to you. Anytime, just feel free, just let me know, and I will definitely try to make sure that you achieve your real estate goals. Definitely. So share this clip with anyone you know. Feel free and come again next Tuesday and every Tuesday evening. I will be here. If you can make it on Tuesday evening, watch the replay, and let's see how best we can accomplish our real estate goal in 2022. This is our year a year of jubilee and jubilation. So definitely, welcome aboard. Happy New Year to all of you again, and I'm so glad to be here with you, and I look forward to a wonderful time in this new year. Until next week, I say bye for now, and have a wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you again on next Tuesday. Take care. Let's stop.